one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
Guys, no one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. I mean, the partnership between Son and Kane right now is just a chef's kiss. It's just beautiful. And then I saw this tweet and I'm like, 13 more assists in 32 league games, and Kane breaks the assist record. It's hard to believe, but we are witnessing something different at Tottenham Hotspur. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Let's Talk Tottenham. Today, I just wanted to talk briefly about the excitement that's going on around the club and, share a little bit of something that I've been working on for this channel, but also just to connect more Tottenham fans around the world. So if you want to check that out, that's going to be later in the video, and there will be, some timestamps at the bottom, and you can see that Discord server there. But what I wanted to look at was this. So here we are, 6 games played. We've got 2 sad draws, 1 sad loss. But the reality is we have the most goals for and the highest goal differential. Now, Villa still has to play 1 more game yet, but it just feels like something's happening. And to see Kane doing, we all knew he was amazing, but truly, imagine a starting 11 that was just all Harry Kane. He's played goalie. He's clearing balls off the line. He's assisting Son in amazing ways, and he's scoring goals. It's like, what can't he do? It's just so fun to watch right now. So that's this season, but I wanted to look back and just be reminded of where we were a year ago today. Where we were a year ago. Looking at just the season last year, Pochettino was managing us until week 12. And, you had a couple wins, a couple draws, a couple losses by match week 6. And it didn't feel that different than the start of this season. But I will say this. And I've said this before in a previous video, I think this is why Pochettino was sacked, is that if you go back to the previous season, the season where we played in the Champions League final, I think that Champions League final papered over a crumbling team. You look all the way back here to match week 27. It was February. We won 1 game from February 23rd until the end of the season. 1 game, and then 2, 3, 4 games from 27 to the end of the season up through the first 12 games of last season. And I think that's why Pochettino lost his job. And it's almost been a year since Mourinho took over, and I'm going to make a video about my thoughts about Mourinho a year on, probably in a couple weeks here once that anniversary comes up. Someone mentioned that in the comments, and I'm happy to share a little bit of what I think about him. But so far, I just have to say, this is a new Tottenham Hotspur, and I am so excited. I'm actually excited to see what's going to happen next. Now, I'm not a person who likes to get too high on the highs and too low on the lows, but I think the capitulation at West Ham was frustrating. Right? But this is a team who's still kind of figuring everything out. Not just the manager, but each other. You've got, 7 new players in that squad. That's a serious disruption to chemistry. Not a bad disruption necessarily, but it's going to change the way, the way they train, the way they get on the bus. Anything will be changed from that. And so I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's game. What game don't you want to watch? Do you want to watch the one where Gareth Bale plays? You want to watch the one where Heung-min's son plays, Harry Kane plays? It's just amazing talent all around. And Virgil van Dijk goes down. Manchester United's in what? I think they're like, yeah, dude, look at this. 15th. They got one more game to play, and Manchester City is down here in 13th. I mean, I don't know. I'm excited. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm super excited. And with that excitement, I want to share in that excitement and talk Tottenham, not just on this channel, but I've created a Discord server, and I would love to have people be a part of it. And so the way it works, it'll have a leveling system where you can kind of level up from a member all the way to the first team, and the first team will give you access to everything. And if you would rather not do the whole leveling thing, there will be an option for a premium, which is $2 a month. One thing I forgot to mention in the video was that the premium is only necessary once you get started, but then as soon as you hit the first team role in terms of XP, you can cancel your subscription because you'll have access to pretty much everything except for some premium channels that are specifically for people who've paid for the premium subscription. So if you wanted to keep those channels open, that's why they're there. You can keep your subscription and have those specifically premium channels. Or you could cancel your subscription. You'd have access to all the first team channels and everything else. And you'll see what that looks like in the video that just kind of describes the Discord channel. But I wanted to make that clear that this is not like a $2 a month subscription for life. This is really just $2 a month for as quickly as you can get to the first team. And that's really just to help cover the cost of the time that I put into making this, and then also some annual costs that I've had to pay to create it. So if you're interested in that, hit that link in the description of this video. There will be some invites on there. The first 100 people will get full access basically, and then the second 100 people will get what's called the Member Plus access, and then everyone else after that, just jump on in. And the more you get involved in the conversation, the more you talk Tottenham, the more you'll level up and get more and more access, or you can hit that premium. Thanks so much for watching. As ever, it was great talking with you, and here's a description of that Discord channel. All right, so I wanted to make a quick video just showing how the Discord server works and how the leveling system kind of offers more and more access to different voice channels and things like that. So when a person first comes in, they would be a member typically, but because I'm just trying to get these things started, the first 100 people will get the first team role, and so they'll be able to access all the things that the first team people get to, and that'll be a little bit later in the video. And then the second 100 people to sign up will get the Member Plus role, and that will also have access to voice channels, but not as much as the first team. And then everyone else that comes in will be able to level up, just like through adding more to the conversation. You get XP and you go up different levels, and as soon as you hit certain levels, you'll get those new roles. Now, if you are someone who doesn't get in on the first 200, there will be an option for $2 a month, or there's a cheaper option for annual fee. You can get all the access of a Member Plus role right out of the gates. And so you have access to all those different voice channels and things like that. And I'm only doing that because, firstly, I'm not someone who likes it when you have to pay to get access, so you can gain the access just by participating in the conversation. That being said, though, this has taken a lot of time to put together, and it also has some costs for me to just upkeep. There's some annual fees for some bots that I'm using to make it look what it is. And so anyway, that's kind of some background, but this is what it would look like if you were a Member Plus role. There's a welcome, there's some server rules, which are pretty typical. If you have questions, I can get you some answers, ideas. I want this to be a really communal thing. And so these are the different roles that you can have. So as you talk Tottenham, you'll get XP, and these are the different levels. And as you go up in levels, you might get to the starting 11 or Pochettino's Magic or Ledley King's Crown, right? So you'll keep going and going, and I would love for ideas for this as well. If you've got some role ideas or some names that you think would be cool at certain levels or whatever, you just let me know in the comments. I want this to be a community thing for sure. Now, I also have some things specifically about my YouTube channel from my videos, announcements, things like that. The Tottenham YouTube channel is in here and their Twitter feed. And then there's also just some general text channels where you can text just talking about Tottenham. This general chat is for topics that are off of Tottenham, but there are some rules about things that I don't want to see on the channel, religion, politics, things like that. So leave that out of there, but anything else you want to chat about here, if you have some pictures you wanted to share from being at the match or some of your gear or things like that, you can share those. The Spurs, our Coys Reddit is here as well. And then if you have a channel that you wanted to promote, you can do that through the self-promo. And basically, once you're the Member Plus, you're able to access that as well. So here's some match threads to just keep it kind of organized. So when you're talking about a Premier League match versus a Europa League match, etc. And then here are all the voice channels for Member Plus. Just for talking Tottenham outside of a game. Maybe you're watching a Premier League game. You can do this together. Anybody can hop on those. And those are unlimited in the number of people that can be in them. So they might be small at first, but they could definitely get very, very large. And so because of that, that's where as you continue to talk Tottenham, you can move on to the first team. And the first team has some of these extra rooms. Now these rooms are capped. And I just try to be, I thought it would be fun to do like 5, 11, 18, and 25, 5 aside. You got your starting 11, you got your 18 for the team, and then 25 for the roster or whatever. And so I might make some changes to those names so you can say, hey, I'm in this room, and you could let your friends know and watch the game together. I was thinking about this, for us, especially with COVID and everything that's going on, not always being able to have people over to watch games and such, that this might be an opportunity to watch the game and have someone on a call and still enjoy it. So that's the first team. Everything above that, it's all the same, capabilities. You might notice here this premium, and that's like I said, if you are someone that doesn't get in on the first 200, the first 100 will be first team, the second 100 will be Member Plus. After that, you'll come in as a member. But if you want access to everything the Member Plus has, you can, for $2 a month, join the premium subscription. So anyway, that's kind of the quick overview. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, if you're interested, let me know. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below.